Welcome to What Are You Sporting About podcast, a podcast about business, employment, sports, and entertainment to help educate, support, and guide you to your next level. Here's your host, attorney Sivonnia DeBarros.
Hello, how is everyone doing today? I am so happy to be in front of you guys again. And today, I have a great conversation for you around fighting for your brand. Fighting for your brand. You may be asking, well, what does that mean? Like, why do I have to fight? That seems so brutal, Sivonnia. Well, here's the thing. Even without literally fighting, guys, you still have to and must fight for your brand, fight for your position, fight for your assets, fight for your money. And it is better if you do that now versus waiting. I am Sivonnia DeBarros. I am the voice of protection for multi 6, 7, and 8-figure business owners. And a lot of you guys know me as a protector of athletes, but they are not the only group of people that I serve. As I've stated, I represent multi 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs in all industries, helping them to increase their business profits by boosting their legal protection, specifically in business, sports, entertainment, utilizing the skill set of contracts, trademark, and litigation. So I've been in these streets for a little while, y'all. And what I want to help you to do is keep your money. I want to help you to actually put your treasure trove to work for you versus literally handing it out on a plate to someone else. Most people leave so much money on the table and they don't even know that they're doing this because they don't recognize all of the assets that they have inside of their business, them being one. All right. So today we're going to dive a little bit into fighting for your brand and what that looks like, and 6 ways specifically. This is not all, but 6 ways that I regularly help my clients, some of whom are multimillionaires, to keep their money, to keep their business, and to make sure that they can drive in additional income. So if you're ready for that, stay tuned, hold on to your seat. All right. One thing I do want to do is invite you to take advantage of the Fight for Your Brand Black Friday sale. This is going to help you to uncover your hidden riches and protect them. Y'all, a lot of people say, oh, well, I wish I had this and I wish I could monetize this. Well, actually, you can. You probably already have something in your repertoire that you are overlooking, but because you do not have competent counsel to support you and guide you through your business, you're missing out on a lot. And you're probably already just giving your stuff away to people for $0. And you're doing this because you don't know. But here's another thing I want you guys to recognize. Fighting for your brand is not waiting till something happens to then go in and try to find a lawyer. And some of you are going to Google to try and fight your way out of situations that Google cannot help you. You are literally putting yourself in a lose-lose situation. So fighting for your brand it means that you're preparing yourself before anything happens, if it happens. It means that you are the type of person that want to play on the offense, and you're not going to sit here and just wait for things to happen to you. You're putting yourself in the best position possible to win at every level. At every level. Come high waters or whatever, you're putting yourself in the best position to not only fight, but to win. All right. So 1, you have hidden riches that you don't know about because you never had an attorney to support you. So we're going to dive into those ways that I've helped brands businesses to protect their value, their riches, and not just protect, but to save the money and to increase their money. All right. Now, if you're interested in the Fight for Your Brand Black Friday sale, go ahead and book a call with me so we can talk specifically about what you have going on and which lane of support will work best for you. You can go to bit.ly/discover fight for your brand. That's bit.ly/discover fight for your brand. And I have put it up here on the screen for you to see that. bit.ly/discover fight for your brand. bit.ly/discover fight for your brand. If this is something that you know you already want to do, then shoot me a DM. I will send you the link directly and you can just go through, skip the line, and sign up for the particular lane of support that you want. We have 3, 6, and 12-month plans underneath this Fight for Your Brand. All right. And this will not last forever. It is definitely a limited time situation over here. Okay. So let's dig into 6 ways that I've helped brands to protect their riches. And this will shine a light for you to discover, have I even done the work initially to put my business and my money and my brands that I've created in the best fighting position? All right. First way, we have helped companies to create the right business structure coming out of the gate. And some that have created their business structures prior to coming to retain our support, we have been able to speak with them about, okay, you may want to go into this particular structure, but not just telling them about what structure, but also connecting them with the right professionals that have the knowledge base, like a CPA, all right? Someone who's a CPA and a strategist to help them actually recreate their business structure so that it can provide more support for them. A lot of you have been told, and I see this all the time, social media, in person, God knows wherever else, all of you have been told, oh, well, just go file an LLC. Go file an LLC. And I believe the idea for people saying that is that they just believe that because it's called limited liability company, that it will give you the most legal protection or support ever. That's not true. If you're not doing certain things that you need to do as a CEO to separate yourself from the business. And an LLC is not the only business structure out there. There are so many other business structures that are utilized for a number of reasons, depending on what it is that you are hoping to accomplish in your business. And this is also why it's important to have an attorney working with you from start to finish of your business so that you can think more long term about where you want to take the business, where you want to take the brands that you create. So as you go, your business entity is helping you to also save money, but also giving you a shield in certain respects, all right? Giving you a shield from legal liability. Second way that we've been able to support brands by helping them to increase their business profits, but also save hundreds of thousands of dollars is reviewing their insurance policies. Now, this is part of a process that I offer to my annual clients with their strategy sessions, but we also do provide this service as part of our audits. We always ask about what does your insurance look like? Because what I have come across is a ton of entrepreneurs. Not only do they fail to create a legal budget in their business, but they also do not have insurance. And some of you are thinking, well, if I don't have a brick or mortar business, if I don't have a physical place for people to walk into, well, then I don't need insurance. And that is so far from the truth. All right. That is so far from the truth. There are all sorts of insurance plans out there. You want to make sure you have an agent that is not just going to be an order taker, but one who can help you to choose a plan that works for you, but one that also includes a payout for legal support. So that means they'll pay for your legal fees if you need to sue, or if you're ever sued in your business for one particular reason or another. All right. So your insurance policy is huge. There's so many out there, guys. And I'm not going to dive into that today. But a third way that we have and that we continue to help our clients and brands leverage, their legal protection is by properly drafting and renegotiating contracts. All right. Properly drafting and renegotiating contracts. Actually, I have a contract that I need to draft from scratch. In the last, oh my God, few months, I've been redrafting and negotiating a large social media company content contract for a client. And so many entrepreneurs want to go to Google and they want to pick out up a template, or they get a template from someone else, somewhere else. Like, even if you bought a template from me, the template is not going to speak directly to you. You have to change that language to fit you. And even if you are changing that language to fit you, if you are not a licensed, trained attorney who regularly deals with contracts, and I'm going to go out on another limb and say, if you have never argued a contract case in court before a judge or a jury, you need to make sure that you have an attorney who has. I am one of those. All right. I regularly draft, review, renegotiate, and argue contracts. And so I have a very hefty understanding of what certain language, or what the consequence of certain language, or the absence of certain language will do to or for my client. All right. So this is huge, because when you're talking about increasing your profits, well, if you don't have language in there to support you, if somebody is just trying to bail out of the deal and they know they owe you money, and you don't have language in there to cover it, and it's not strong, yeah, you're going to lose money. And if you want to actually file a case, would it be worth it if the language wasn't strong enough to support you in the first place? All right. A fourth way that we help brands and companies to protect their business and their funds is by auditing their intellectual property portfolio. What do I mean by that? Intellectual property, we typically refer to it as IP. Portfolio is basically, the way I have my clients do it is I have them go, there's um, a specific charting list that I've created for my clients specifically. And this chart helps them to go in and identify every single thing inside of their business that they have created, and that they have monetized, and that they hope to monetize. That is their intellectual property portfolio. What it does is it shows me what have they already registered, what needs to be protected, what needs to be listed in a contract, what is on the verge of going through a protection process of registration, right? How do we protect it with employees or independent contractors? This in itself, like, if you had an intellectual property portfolio, y'all, you could literally sell just your portfolio and make a heck of a lot of money. But it also depends on how well have you cataloged and maintained and protected that portfolio. No one is going to buy a dying brand. They're just not. All right. A fifth way that we help brands and companies is by issuing demands. All right. So a demand could be, you may have heard of them as cease and desist. Yes, that can be a demand. But we've also sent money demands, meaning you are breaching this contract, or you're infringing our client's brand, or you have injured a six-figure employee in this way based on federal rules of discrimination. We demand that you pay X amount of dollars and avoid suit. All right. So those are some of the demands that can be set. And the sixth way that we help brands is by fighting in court. Now, there are a lot of lawyers out there, and amazing lawyers, if I might add. There are some amazing lawyers out there who can support their clients from a transactional place, but do not have the litigation skills. When you are retained, or when you retain our firm, not only do you get an attorney who can support you on the transactional side, but you also get an attorney who is a litigator, one who can look at issues from a different lens because of that litigation experience. But not only that, when you retain my firm, you don't just get me. You get 10 years of experience. You get an attorney who has relationships with other attorneys. So if there's another area of the law that you need to be supported in, for example, like securities law, I'm not going out there to do no securities law. I'm not a securities law attorney. But guess what? I know a security attorney who I trust, who I refer my clients to. So you get a network of professionals that are already vetted and trusted, who provide a high degree of representation. Otherwise, I would not send my clients to them. These are not all of the ways that we help brands, companies to fight for their brand. It is just a few of the ways. But this also should be illustrative of why you need to think about what your brand represents. What do you want? When it's all said and done, what do you want to have accomplished? And once you've thought about that, I want you to think about where you sit right now. Is it going up in flames? Is it literally going to go to hell in a handbasket because you haven't done enough yet on the front end to protect it? There's a reason why vehicles have bumpers, right? If a vehicle did not have a bumper on it, but you were out driving it around, it's not about if someone would get in a car accident, it's a matter of when. And so if that vehicle, let's just say the vehicle is your business and the bumpers is your legal protection. And you say, oh, well, I can't afford legal protection, so I don't want the bumpers. All right. Your bumpers is your legal protection. So you drive around in that car, which is your business, without those bumpers. Yeah, 5 years may have gone by without there being an issue. 10 years may have also went by too without there being an issue. But there is going to come a time when that car, whether it be your fault or somebody else's, is going to get in an accident. There is going to be a collision. And without those bumpers, the collision will have a greater impact. And that impact could result in loss of life, or it could just be something minor, like a few scratches and bruises. You live to see another day. Imagine that being your business, and all you had to do before the collision was to put bumpers on it. You already know your business has value, it makes money. But you said, well, I cannot afford it. Or I don't think I need it because nothing has happened. And it was never a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And so I want to challenge you, whether you take advantage of the fight for your brand offer or not, your company needs bumpers. It makes more sense for you to invest on the front end of that business to have its bumpers versus waiting for the collision to happen, which could completely interrupt and kill your business. All right. So if you want my help and my support, I would love to give it to you, but I'm not going to work with everybody. There has to be an equal alignment in this thing because I truly believe in what I do. And I'm called to serve folks who know the value that they have and that they bring, and who want to increase that value and also increase the impact at the same time because of what they have created. All right. So if you know that you want to take advantage of the Fight for Your Brand Black Friday sale, you can shoot me a private DM. You can shoot me a private DM message, or you can go to bit.ly/discover fight for your brand, bit.ly/discover fight for your brand. Again, that's bit.ly/discover fight for your brand, and schedule your discovery call right now to determine which lane of representation will work best for you: 3, 6, or 12-month representation. All right. Let's not put our business in a situation where the damage can be catastrophic when we have the ability to minimize the impact from the get-go. All right. I am Sivonnia DeBarros, your voice of protection for multi-6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs and the protector of athletes. I look forward to speaking with you guys at another soon date. Until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks for joining us this week on What Are You Sporting About podcast. Make sure to visit our website, prosportlawyer.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever your favorite platform is, so you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes or iHeartRadio. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. If you like the show, you might want to check out our book, What Are You Sporting About? Attorney Sivonnia DeBarros is available for private consulting at sldebarros.com. And remember, we're here to educate, support, and guide you in your journey to success, because we're all sporting about something.